Today we're here at a sugar mill. We're actually inside the biggest producer and the biggest sugar exporter in the world. Basically, our customers in the sugar industry cover the production side from the sugar mill, the sugarcane production. We also cover the sugar consumption side with the industries that produce candies, beverages, all of that. So we basically have an idea how people are actually buying the sugar and how people are selling the sugar.
So we are in Fini, which is one of our clients. They are a candy manufacturer here in Brazil, and we're just visiting them today.
Being here and being with the customer, being at the field, gives us a huge advantage because we can actually feel and see with our own eyes what's actually happening and see if the cane fields are actually healthy or if it's not so healthy, if the stocks are so big or so small as we're expecting, estimating. So I think this gives us a great advantage, especially because we can in advance anticipate what might happen with the market, what might happen with prices, all of that.
On the agricultural commodities is the third most volatile over the past 10 years. I would say mostly because it's heavily affected by weather events, whether it's in here in Brazil, that's the first producer, or second depending on the cycle, and India, that has the monsoon rains taking effect on the whole of their production.
We can't talk about sugar if we don't talk about ethanol, if we don't talk about crude oil, if we don't talk about exchange rate. Brazil is the biggest producer, the biggest exporter of sugar, and sugar is a direct competitor from ethanol because from the sugar cane you can produce both sugar and ethanol, and whatever is paying better, that's where the sugar mill will take the decision to produce.
We know that markets are volatile and there are many events that can change prices, change the course of prices, and that can affect your business in an expressive way. So it's very important to have to develop a strategic planning to make your purchases or your selling activity more predictable, and with that protect your margins and good risk management.
We're just about to go into their warehouse where they keep the inventory for the inter-harvest period. This is very important for us to analyze and know this information so we can actually plan and basically hedge the value of all the sugar they're holding back here. And especially in the inter-harvest period where they're not producing anymore, so we're expecting higher prices. We kind of have to be exact on when to sell and how to sell that product. All the statistics, basically, they come after the fact have happened already. And being at the customer, being in the field, we can actually see that in advance and anticipate that and use that as a hedging strategy, be a step ahead of everybody else. And that's how we basically add value to the customer.
We have an advantage of being a global company, and therefore, because sugar is a commodity that's globally traded, we have offices everywhere. So our information is as good as it gets from the fields.
We couldn't do such a good job if we weren't out, if we weren't in the field with the customers, actually talking to them and having the real feeling of how things are going. It wouldn't be possible. We would just be like everybody else.